Hi Collective, welcome back for another channeled message. What Spirit wants you to know right now. If you're new, thank you so much for being here. Welcome. If you're a Turning Star family, how you doing? It's your girl, Lady Leo, and we're going to tap into the energy. Be sure to hit the like button so we can pick up and exchange energy so I can get messages for you. Okay, I've already cleansed and set the space, called in spirit, so we're just going to hop into this reading. All right. Hi y'all, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Mug of Beer Pub Company, welcome. Hi, Guy. What's going on? Best and highest message here for the collective. By the way, I do have personal readings open. If you're interested in getting in line, I've got one person that sent payment, and you can do so by this pinned comment right here. If you're watching the replay, it'll be pinned in the comments and also the description box below, okay? All right, here we go. What's in the current energy? What's just in the energy here? Lingering around in the energy for the collective. Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit. Time for spirit. There's a 7 on that card. Transformation is taking place. So there's a need to do some soul searching or sit with yourself. Maybe hermit a little bit. All right. Hi, Susanna. How you doing? That's a nice message here. What else is here? What's just in the energy here? Little Red Riding Hood, I am not a victim. Just need a time for spirit because you are not a victim. Uh-oh, collective. We had some sneaky stuff going on here. Like a wolf in sheep's clothing. What else is here? Hi, Lillian. How you doing? Welcome. All right. What else is here? Butterflies and gloom. After sadness, happiness, and hope return. 2-2 on that card. Keep your thoughts positive. The universe always has your back. What's a new one? Y'all, I've got a new affirmation and heard it from somewhere else, and I can't remember where I heard it from. I think it was another reader, but it could have been just like a spiritual advisor. I don't remember. If I do, I'll let you know who it was. But anyway, the affirmation is, the universe is my sugar daddy. And I thought that was kind of cute. But anyway, I don't know who that's for. Maybe that'll help somebody if you're somebody who works with like affirmations and law of attraction and things like that. Anyway, butterflies and gloom. After sadness, happiness and hope return. So it seems as though there's a time for you to need to sit with spirit. And there's also you recognizing that you're not a victim in a certain situation, or you could be regaining some sort of power. There's a lot of like lone wolf energy, okay? So maybe you're feeling isolated, or like there's nowhere to turn to, or nowhere to go. I could be talking to a black sheep or a black wolf of the family or of the community here, okay? And it seems as though maybe you've gone through a time of sadness or some sort of grief, or you're getting over some sort of hurt, and happiness and hope are coming in to return here, okay? Then we have the Golden Phoenix. Something you thought finished burst back into life. We're telling a story here tonight, y'all. I'm digging it. We're flowing. Something you thought finished burst back into life. Here's another 3. So lots of 3s, lots of 2s. What else is here? What's just in the energy? Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. 2-7, Angel of Alchemy. There's another 3. 3. That's about manifestation and creation. So, something that you thought was over, was dead, was done, burst back into life because of some sort of miracle, because you alchemized something. You made lemonade out of lemons. You turned losses into lessons and lessons into blessings. How'd you do that? Hi, y'all. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. I've missed y'all so much. What's going on, y'all? Be sure to hit the like button. If you're on Instagram, be sure to follow. If you're watching the replay over on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to your girl. Hit the little gray notification bell so you know when I go live again and when I post here, so I can see you. Okay, here we go. What else is here in the energy? Dried Flower Fairy, sweet memories. Someone may be having sweet memories of you. We have 11 on that card. Lots of 11s, lots of 2s, lots of 3s. Okay, so something may be happening in steps, or something's coming all together, like 1, 2, 3. or something's a process. You have to go through the steps. You have to do step 1, step 2, step 3. I don't know what that's about. All right. Give me a few more. Give me a few more. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank y'all for the prayers. Thank y'all for the healing energy that y'all sent. Any type of donations, any purchases that y'all been getting, any words of encouragement, any good juju energy. I'm so incredibly grateful for all of y'all. And I love you. I love you. I love you for it. Lantern Fairy, clear solution. So we're finding a clear solution here. Because you're no longer a victim. Maybe, I even feel like maybe someone was intimidating you at one. Somebody betrayed you. Somebody hurt you, right? And you've had to isolate yourself and become this lone wolf. Like someone tried to victimize you, or you were targeted and hurt in some sort of way, right? Like, so you're having to sit with spirit. You're having to soul search here. You're having to isolate, turn within, get rid of all the ick. And you're alchemizing this situation, and something that you thought was finished bursts back. You're bringing something back to life. Something's being resurrected here. Clear solution. And now you're on the search for some sort of clear solution. 2 and 4 on that card, which makes a 6, which is about balance and harmony. It's very karmic. I'm a life path 6. I know all about the 6 number, okay? Instantaneous karma, good or bad. That's why I don't be going doing people wrong and doing all them no-nos. What else is here, Spirit? Quetzalcoatl and the Priestess of Time. The time has come. The time to act is now. Yeah, see? A clear solution. You found a clear solution, and now you can act. The time to act is now. Dragon. Here's this dragon on this card. Very empowerment energy here. Okay, so this is also, like, this is actually Mayan. Something to do with like ancestral energy here as well. Okay, so your ancestors could be coming through here. So if you're somebody, okay, this is how you'll know. If you're somebody who actively works with your ancestors or calls on your ancestors, or like a guardian angel or something like that, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about ancestors. Okay. If you're not connecting with your ancestors, or you don't like work with your ancestors, I'm probably not talking to you, boo-boo, okay? I had somebody say something about that the other day, and I'm like, hold up. If it's not your message, don't take it. Don't take it if it's not your message, you know, like whatever. Anyway, back to the energy. My ADHD is kicking in today. Somebody got ADHD? Snow Angel, the signs are with you already. There's a lot of push here. We're getting a little redundant, so we're about to move on. Beauty and the Beast, you need some space in a relationship. This has been coming out really heavy. 8. Okay, so yeah, see, somebody did you wrong. Somebody who was domineering. See that, like, Ram, Aries energy, Emperor. So someone was trying to be controlling, right? Trying to dominate here. They could have really interjected themselves into your space, into your energy. Whoa. So yeah, you had to put space between you and something else, whatever this could be a career. Put it where it fits, y'all. Okay. I'm not talking to everybody. I'm talking to the smart asses out there. Anyway. So that's why you had to go within and find the clear solution. So now that you know the time is act is now, because you've taken this pain, you alchemized it into something beautiful, and now something that you thought was finished burst back into life. You found this clear solution. Okay. Let's move to the tarot. Where are we going? Where are we going? Best and highest message here for the collective. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? What's the collective's energy? Hi, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. By the way, I've got personal readings open. We've got one personal in line if y'all are interested in getting a reading. We have the 10 of Swords. Collective's energy is moving on from something. Lots of heavy betrayals, ultimate betrayals, lots of pain, lots of like backstabbing energy. But this is moving on. Tell me about the 10 of Swords. What is influencing this energy? What's influencing this energy? 8 of Wands. Fast, passionate action towards something, or some sort of fast, passionate communication. Give me one more. The 7 of Cups. So it seems as though there's like someone's exploring some sort of options here. You have multiple options. So you're walking away from the past. You're letting it go. You're moving on and taking fast, passionate action towards exploring different options, or what's the situation? The Six of Wands. The situation is you being recognized, winning, having a victory here in the spotlight. Could be gaining some sort of status. Talking about the Six of Wands. What's influencing this energy here, Spirit? What's influencing this energy? Judgment, because you're letting go of something. Here's something about I'm hearing that song by Creed, My Sacrifice. I don't know what that's about. I don't know who that's for. But anyway, there's something that it is that you're sacrificing, and because you're willing to sacrifice that, like something else ends up working out that you thought was done or finished, or that wasn't going to happen. Give me one more. Six of Wands and Judgment. We have a heavy Aquarian energy here with the Ten of Swords and Judgment. Like making a final decision to like let go or surrender something, or something about acceptance. King of Swords. It actually flipped out in the reverse, y'all, and we've got the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So it's like you're surrendering some sort of indecisiveness, some sort of sabotage, deceit, manipulation. Heavy with that with the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're ending a cycle with this Decepticro bullshit. Don't bullshit a bullshitter energy, okay? All right. What's the challenge? Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. What's going on? Five of Cups and the King of Cups. The challenge is someone's in deep regrets or missing this King of Cups energy. Tell me about the King of Cups. Who's the King of Cups? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine, water energy. We have a King of Swords here, which is masculine, air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Tell me about this King of Cups. Ooh, Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands. Shit. Persevering some sort of adversity. Being guarded. Someone's grieving this person they've had a lot of emotions for here, okay? This could have been like a love connection. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but there's heavy emotion here. But this person is trying to fight, or they're trying to persevere something, and they're being really guarded, or they're trying to persevere being guarded. Or give me one more, Spirit, about this being the challenge. This seems to be the challenge. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Why are they guarded? Why is this person being guarded? The Star. Because they're trying to heal. Or maybe they're trying to let you heal from something. Or they're not healing. Give me one more on the Star. King of Wands, Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah. A lot of masculines here, collective. A lot of masculines here. You got a lot of suitors. You got a lot of attention. I feel like you got a lot of attention. Male or female? Okay. It looks like you got a lot of people in your energy. Anyway, someone's having a hard time healing because of the ego in overindulging in. This is kind of like overindulging in unfulfilling pleasures and temporary pleasures and unfulfilling things. That's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. The challenge is missing someone. Someone's stuck in grief, but we need to surrender this because you're getting ready to have some sort of victory here. Recognize for something. You're feeling good. You're looking good. You're smelling good. Boo-boo. Hello. In the current energy. Four of Cups, disappointment. Someone's unsatiated. I just heard you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Someone's disappointed in what they got, what they were given. Why the Four of Cups? Why the Four of Cups? Queen of Cups. Oh, here we go, y'all. Here we go. We got a Queen of Cups showing up in this reading. And the current energy, someone is unsatiated and dissatisfied when it comes to this person. They have a lot of emotions for this compassion, this sweetheart. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Tell me more about this Queen of Cups, Spirit. Current energy. Woo! We got the Knight of Wands. There's something wonky about this Knight of Wands energy, okay? So there's desire here, but no one's taking action with this desire. Yeah, they ghosted some sort of reconciliation. What the hell is this? That's a nice message here. Current energy. Knight of Cups in reverse, and they're not expressing their emotions. They're not. It's how it came out. Like that. Like they desire to go forward, but they're not doing it. Does that make sense? They want to express their emotions. They have a lot of emotions, but they're not, they're unexpressed. Or it's wrong, or something's distorted about it. Current energy. Lots of knights now. Like we had a lot of kings showing up before, now we've got knights in the current energy. I don't like that. Queen of Swords. Spirit tells me that whoever this person is to you, you're like looking at them with a magnifying glass. But this person showing up as King of Swords and Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck like that, like what you don't see coming or what's hidden. You know, it's like this person's like, maybe that's what they know that. They know that you're watching them. You're going through everything that they say with a fine-tooth comb. If you feel like you have to cross your T's and dot your I's with your person, I could be talking to you. You know what I'm talking about. You eyeballing them. Okay, where's the rest of it? Spit it out. Where's the truth? Then I'm talking to you. All right, Spirit. What's the energy coming towards the collective? What's the energy coming towards the collective? Oh, shit, that flew way over there. Goodness gracious. We've got the Page of Swords. There's your spy. So my spine. They're looking you up. Three of Cups. It could be a whole community of people. No wonder you got all these people in your energy collective. You got somebody spying on you. Sounded like a school bell, didn't it? Ding, 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 ding. School's in session. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Energy coming towards the collective. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Temperance. Something that you've healed from. Something that you've mended. You could... Sagittarius. Maybe one more. Hi, Carla Joe. How you doing? Welcome. All right. Tell me about Temperance. Four of Wands in reverse and the Chariot. Okay, so in the energy coming towards you, you have up to 3 people spying on you, okay, who may want to reconcile with you. There's at least one. Up to 3. Could be a Sagittarius, could be a Cancer. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Anyway, so Chariot here. Someone's trying to travel towards... It was the Four of Wands and then the Chariot. someone's spying to figure out how to come into union and have a reconciliation because you're not in union, or something about not being in union, or not at home, or homecoming, or celebration here. Someone's not celebrating, or they want to celebrate, and they're willing to travel the distance. Give me one more. Tell me about the Four of Wands in reverse. What is this? What is the Four of Wands in reverse? Two of Pentacles. Okay, I'm getting like two separate things going on here. Some of y'all are dealing with like a community of people. And it's kind of like they victimized you, or something about you're learning that you're not a victim of whoever this group of people are. For others of you, this is like a connection with someone else, whatever that connection is to you. Some people are coming and spying on you, and they're disappointed in what they see about some sort of celebration that you're having and how much you've healed, or some sort of glow up that you've had. You know, it's like you left these people behind, these people from home. Like I heard that, right? It was actually, I don't know, it was when this hit that, but you know, you could have been a part of this community. Maybe you went to school with these people. Or tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Someone's juggling the idea of coming towards you to come back into union. Or someone's trying to see who you're in union with here, or connected to. What about the Two of Pentacles? Six of Cups. I just said that. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Okay. You have a lot of history with whatever this is. Right? And someone could be like, or this community of people, or this person is like looking back on the past, or looking at old memories, or something to do with that. It's like they're... Tell me about the Six of Cups. Feeling defeated about your accomplishments. That's the truth. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What the hell is this, y'all? I'm so sick of stuff like this. All right. What's the external factors? What's the external factors here? All right, we've got the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Like someone's not happy at all. Someone like lost some sort of happiness here. They're not happy. They're very sad, depressed, and they're feeling stuck, trapped in illusions, trapped in the head, paralysis by analysis, overthinking. Tell me about Ten of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Swords. External conflicts. So sick of this energy. I'm so sick of this energy. I'm so sick of this energy. Someone's trapped with like the lies, the deceit, some sort of, or they could be lying to themselves, whatever it is, a sabotage. It's like it's being brought to light, or someone's gaining enlightenment on some sort of deception, or okay, tell me about the Seven of Swords in reverse. Give me one with Seven of Swords in reverse. Ace of Cups. About a relationship, a connection. Okay. Who is in the energy? Who is all here? Are you frustrated? Because this just frustrates me too. Like, what the hell's going on here? We may have to break this up into two different readings. I don't know if I got time to do that this evening. We'll just have to see where we're at on personal readings. I've got one in lawn. We'll just have to see. All right, Spirit. That's a nice message here for the collective. Ace of Wands. I didn't even ask a question yet. Passionate new beginnings. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Six of Pentacles in the reverse, though. Okay, so look. Whatever energy this is, they want some sort of passionate new beginning here, okay? For those of you that are in connections with other people, that would be, it could be physical. Physically passionate, okay? You pick it up and down. All right, the Page of Wands. which is a flirty message, invite you out, exciting news, okay? But then we have these Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is breadcrumb bullshit. I'm seeing Nancy Wheeler from Stranger Things. This is, you know how she's all drunk. This is bullshit. Bullshit. That's what this is. It's breadcrumbing. Tell me about this Ace of Wands. That would be their ultimate happiness. Justice at the bottom of the deck, but there's balance needed here. There's not balance. Because of lies and deceit. Look at this shit. You're always telling a story. Little Red Riding Hood. You were not a victim. Someone wanted to act like the big bag. Well, someone was wearing someone was being a sheep in wolf's clothing. A wolf in sheep's clothing. See how it's backwards? Somebody could have gaslit you. Isn't that where we started at? That Seven of Cups was up here. Yeah, see? It's like you're sifting through some sort of like illusions or distractions. You know what I mean? Anyway. Tell me about Ace of Cups at the bottom of that. This person wants, they want that. Yes, they're fighting. They're checking out competition. All right, for others of you dealing with the community, all right, they want to come in and start some shit. You know when, this is interesting, this is coming up right now, because I just came into, I just had to attend something where I came into, I crossed paths with people I haven't crossed paths in a long time. Long time. I haven't seen these people in a really long time. And, I don't know, I'm not the same person that I was last time I talked to these people. But you know, like when you haven't seen people for a long time and like almost like a high school reunion or something like that. And then like you exchange numbers and then it's kind of like somebody randomly reaches out or a group of people randomly reach out and they invite you out. But it's really just to like gain information or so they can gossip about you or like it's not really pure intentions. Kind of feels like that. We're going to have to break this down. I've got so much crap going on in the energy right now. We've got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, see, look, you, there's some sort of ish here and you're not having it. You're not having it. Queen of Swords. Off with his head. Speak, I shall listen, darling. But say one wrong word and it's off with your head. You know, it's like, look, I'll hear what you have to say, but you better come correct. If you cannot treat me with love, respect, and kindness, you cannot afford access into my energy. I built this shit. I've got blessings. And you're not just going to come in here and just take a big old massive shit all over it. No. I work too hard. Right? Alchemize. You alchemize something. You work too hard turning this shit around. You ain't got time for this. No. No. You made a payment? Okay, let me check. Let me see, darling. I got you, boo, for Minnie. Okay. Your second line. Thank you. You're after Jennifer. Okay, what else is here, Spirit? Tell me about the energy we're dealing with here. All right, tell me about this relationship. Tell me about the connection first. Tell me about the connection. All right, so if you are in a connection with somebody else, someone's feeling really heavily burdened, or you're feeling burdened about some sort of shitty offer, okay? Showing up as a Page of Pentacles in reverse, right? This is heavily burdened because someone's not giving enough or something about what it is that they're giving. It's causing burdens, right? You could have had more responsibilities or felt like you had more responsibility in this connection, all right? We've got the Six of Cups and Strength at the bottom of the deck, all right? This person does seem to want to reconcile with you, but they're trying to find the strength to do so, or it could be you feeling that way, all right? But someone's definitely thinking a lot about the past here. There's lots of memories. There's a lot of history here, and someone's trying to overcome that and be patient and not give in to some sort of intense emotions on the situation, okay? Now, if you're dealing with a community of people, could be both. Okay, y'all could just be going through a shitstorm right now in every aspect of your life. If you're dealing with a community of people, what do you need to know? What do you need to know about this community of people? Oh, yeah, they spying on your ass. What did I tell you? Page of Swords. They all up in your Kool-Aid. Okay? Tell me about this Page of Swords. Tell me about this Page of Swords. The Hermit and Death. You ghosted, I told you, you ghosted this group of people, this community here, to go within a soul search, to go your own way. And you ended things, like this was done, there was some sort of finality here. Virgo, Scorpio, Leo is here. Cancer, Sagittarius, Aquarius. All right. Tell me about death. Yeah. The Chariot in reverse. You didn't travel to that anymore. You didn't fight for it. You made a different choice. You went in a different direction. Tell me about the Hermit. Hi there, real lucid logical. How you doing, love? Tell me about the Hermit. Yeah. You went within a soul search because there's gaslighting, there's confusion, there's like gossip showing up here, there's like all this different stuff going on. So you went within to explore your options elsewhere. Or that's what you're doing now. Anything else we need to know about this community of people, this group of people who's spying on you? Anything else that we need to know? Seven of Wands, the Page of Cups, and Temperance in reverse. Yeah, if you left this in the past and it's not something that you're wanting to invite back into the present or the future, definitely, yeah, you need to have your guard up. You're doing the right thing. You know to have your defenses up. You're listening to your intuition here, and you're protecting yourself from someone coming towards you and offering some sort of apology or some sort of love message or love offer here. All right, but Spirit says, no, this is not healing. This is not for your most loving and highest good. It's not a good blend. It's not a good mesh. There's no reconciliation or there's advice to not reconcile here, okay? You know your situation better than I do. You put your peoples where they go. Use your own discernment. Not every single one of these messages is going to be for you, okay? Remember that. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind for somebody else. What was it? I think it was today. Somebody commented on one of my videos being about Gemini season. And they're like, where's Gemini at? There wasn't Gemini anywhere in that reading. It was for Gemini season, not just for Gemini. You know, I'm like, y'all gotta like, not y'all, but you know what I'm saying. The smart ass people. The people who try, you know, it's like they have to project that they're smart. You're picking up. I'm being a little sassy. I'll be nice. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on one. I'm on one tonight. All right, let's get some oracle messages. Or you know what? We'll get spiritual advice. Overall spiritual advice here for the collective before we move into the oracle cards. Love and light, Perny. Love and light, sweetheart. I'm doing good. Lucid, I'm doing good. Could always be doing worse. And I'm able to be here a lot earlier than normal, so I'm really excited about that. Why'd you see 777? Somebody getting a jackpot? Somebody maybe getting a jackpot. If it's not a jackpot, it's a warning. Pay attention. Listen to them spidey senses. Okay. You are more spot on than you think you are. What's the overall? You love sassy? We'll get some sassy affirmations then, Perny. Since you said something about sassy, you want to send me them fire emojis. You know I got to pull some listen bitch affirmations. Okay, Spirit. Spiritual advice. What's the spiritual advice? Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Overall spiritual advice is that, boo-boo, you're going through a glow up, all right? You know your value, you know your worth, and if you don't, that's what you need to be focused on right now, okay? I want you to focus on every single thing that you've accomplished thus far, right? You're already successful, right? All of us are out here like trying to chase success, but boo-boo, you're already successful, you know? So there's somebody here that's either focusing on their value and their worth and their accomplishments and how they're established and they stand good alone on their own. And, you know, maybe you're somebody of some sort of status or, you know, but you're getting ready to learn some sort of new skill set. Okay. And when you learn this new skill set, it's a 10 of Pentacles, or it's, you know, it's like you're moving up here. You're leveling up in some sort of way. So you could be going through a glow up, and you may be starting some new project, or you may be networking or coming out of hermit mode, right? Coming into connection with the right type of energy, the right people that it is that you mesh with, you know? But either way, it's like you start working on a project and you get passionate and you're taking this fast, passionate action towards whatever this is. It's something that gets you fired up, you know? It's something that you're going after, something that you desire, and you make a decision on this. A lot about adapting and overcoming a certain situation. There's a lot about how you've alchemized something. You've turned something that's been very painful and very hurtful and something that's affected you very deeply, but you've molded it into something beautiful. You know, you've taken something that you thought was done and over. There's a situation that was done and over when it comes to what it is that you're invested into, and it's bursting back into life because you're surrendering something else that's not working for you. Whatever it is that you thought that you lost, it wasn't lost. It wasn't the right time because you had to rid something else, right? Both the two couldn't coexist on the same timeline with you. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, y'all, let's pull some. We'll do some angels and ancestors first. That's okay, Carla Joe. That's all right. I know. I've been coming on so late. I did not expect to be here. I was trying to be here at 9. I shoot for 9 o'clock, y'all. But I got to start at around 9:30. So I was excited to be here that early. But I didn't post exactly what time I was going to go live, because I don't want to tell you I'm going to be here at 9 and then not be able to be here. And then y'all look for me and then y'all quit showing up. And it's like, I can't be mad because I said I was going to be here and I wasn't. Anyway, Oracle. I love you too. I'm sending all the love and light back to you times 10. All right, y'all. What do the angels and ancestors have to say? Ooh, great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. We got Jesus on this card here. Okay. So there is something, look at this. There is something that you're surrendering here, okay? So maybe you're getting ready to forgive somebody for something, or there's something that it is that it's like you're finding peace in it, and you're learning a lot from the experience rather than focusing on the hurt or how you were hurt or how you were done wrong. Okay, so there's something like, I'm hearing, forgive them for they not know what they do. All right, doesn't necessarily mean you have to let people back into your energy. It doesn't necessarily mean that like you're going to resolve all the conflict in this lifetime with this connection, with this person, with the situation. What it means is let it go. It is what it is. You know, you don't have to be right in the situation. Forgive them for they not know what they do. It's time to focus on you and your own healing. I'm getting a lot of downloads this week about Christ consciousness specifically. Okay, so maybe that's something you're interested. Maybe you're getting connected into like energy healing and Reiki. You're learning more about Christ consciousness specifically. Okay, that's collectively also, like, that's kind of like the reason why we're going through some of these situations where we're coming out of this victimhood mentality of where, you know, especially if you've been like a black sheep, or like your people are just so committed to misunderstanding you, you know, you're a loner, or you just don't have a whole lot of people that you mesh with, right? You've been done wrong, right? You've been casted out a lot. There's a lot of like this going within and soul searching, you know, but there's a reason why you were meant to be alone. You're not meant to mesh with just anybody and everybody, right? There's something about you, like you're a leader. You're meant to do something like for the masses or for a group of people, right? This old community, that wasn't it. You're not supposed to be talking to those people. Your message is falling on deaf ears. You're going in the wrong direction. You know, where it is that you're supposed to be focused on, right, is that way. These people can't go that way. It's not their path. They didn't get in alignment with that, right? Does that make sense? So there's something about being at peace and just letting it go, okay, and flying free here. Or what else is here? Knight, be brave and honest. Yeah, it's something to speak some sort of truth or be confident, right? You're allowed to take up space. You're allowed to make noise. You're allowed to speak up. You're allowed to express your viewpoint, your opinions. You're allowed to have boundaries and tell people yes or no and stand by that, right? And she-wolf, unleash the wild within. Here's this wolf energy again. So I'm getting big like loner, lone wolf. There's a reason why you're being isolated during this time. There's a reason why you're meant to be alone, to soul search. And look, y'all, at the bottom of the deck, I didn't even realize that this was turned over, but there's the moon with these wolves again. You know, there's a lot about tapping back into some sort of like primal, instinctual part of yourself, or something about being raw. I'm seeing like a dog with the bone now. Okay, I don't remember, wolf with the bone. Either way, it's like taking something to the bare bones, taking yourself, you're on a soul level, and really exploring and discovering who you are, what direction do you want to go, and who's allowed to be a part of this journey with you. It's not that community if you're dealing with a community of people that are coming back from the past. If it's this person, have they done the work? Because like I still got a lot of deception and sabotage showing up in their energy, you know? So like I said, you've gone Queen of Swords mode. I feel like you're willing to hear people out, but you're kind of like, you got to come correct. Because if I hear one wrong thing, it's off with your head and I'm out. Peace out, deuces. I'm not putting up with bullshit. I'm not here for the okie doke, right? You're not here for the okie doke right now. Okay, let's get some sassy affirmations. You ready for some sassy affirmations? Hi, Meso. I'm so glad that you're here. She says, so glad to hear your voice. Missed you. I've missed all of y'all too. I'm so glad that you're here. I hope it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, I hope I'm at least putting a smile on your face. Maybe making you smile, laugh a little bit, lift your spirits. All right, that's the highest messages here, Spirit. Give me some sassy affirmations. Cuss this out for a second, Spirit. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear right now? Give it to me straight. Tough love. Listen, bitch. Your best is more than enough. I promise. Okay? Yeah, see? You're done with investing into people, places, and things that don't see your worth. They don't understand that your enough is more than enough, right? What you can give is beyond what it is that's needed. Okay? And listen, bitch, don't let any motherfucker disturb your peace, okay? All these people that you left behind, right? You did it intuitively. You left them behind for a reason. And these people coming back from the past, Spirit says, don't you dare let them disturb your peace, right? This is something you've surrendered. You've let go of. It's done. It's over. Forgive them for they not know what they do. But you can speak your truth and run back into the woods like the wild wolf that you are, because they can't handle your savage ass, okay? Because that's what they're saying about you, that you're savage. That you had the courage enough to go off by yourself and do your own damn thing, that you didn't need validation from this whole group of telling you that you got it going on. Whatever that looks like. Whatever that means to you. What else is here? What else is here? Yeah, I know, y'all. I'm on my sassy today, okay? I've been a little sassy today. I've been on a roll, though. I'll tell y'all about it in a minute. Let me finish this reading and I'll tell y'all about it. Listen, bitch. Take a look around. You're lucky as shit. Remember that. Yeah. And that's why you get blessings, right? Because you surrender this bullshit, right? You're not going to keep hanging on to this like this enlightenment's happened. You know, the epiphany. The glasses fell off and you see what's going on for what it is, you know? And that's another reason why, like, these people have to come and, like, see you. They have to see you from a distance. They can't have direct access to you. That's why they're spying on you from devices, right? Page of Swords. That's not direct communication. That's either on the internet, World Wide Web, right? Social media, through phone calls, calling each other, people calling each other and talking about you. You know, like, there's conversations being had about you. And they're talking about how lucky you are. But why are you getting this luck? Why are you getting this? Look, I see this ace. I didn't even see this come out. Holy crap. I didn't even see these. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords, because you stood in your truth. You had these epiphanies and you gained clarity on the situation, right? And that's why you're receiving this abundance, these blessings, this growth, this expansion, this fertility, these opportunities, this good health. Because you laid things to rest, you isolated, you went within. You weren't a people pleaser. You didn't conform to that. What else is here, Spirit? Listen, bitch, that thing you're self-conscious about is what makes you what makes you light up a fucking room. I do. They're jealous. I feel like if this was, you were in a connection with somebody, or if this is the community. I am, y'all. I'm going to have to break this up into 2 separate readings, and maybe I'll do that for YouTube. We'll just have to see. Either way, it's like this person or these people tried to make you feel self-conscious about something, okay? So I don't know. There could be a number of different things, okay? It'll be different for everybody, you know? But like, I feel like you were picked on. I'm feeling like this picked apart energy, especially with all these wolves showing up. There's another wolf right here. Heavy on the wolves. Either way, it's like someone's trying to, like, these people tried to rip you apart, or this person in this connection that it is that you were with, that were breadcrumbing. Like, there's no breadcrumbing energies. Like, people did the bare minimum just to kind of like peek in, or just to have you around, you know, and you're not tolerating that anymore. Forgive them for they not know what they do. I'm at peace with the situation. I don't feel the need to be right. I know I'm being led this way, and this way I'm gonna go. So deuces, I'm out. I'm in the wrong homeroom. You must have gone to school with these people. Okay, I'm in the wrong homeroom. That's what I just heard. You in the wrong room. You woke up and realized you're not in the right class. We're supposed to be over there in that hall, over there. In the wrong room. Listen, bitch, be a fucking weirdo. There's power in that. Yeah, see, there's something about you that's unique, okay? You're weird, you're quirky, you have some different interests, okay? You're not normal, you don't conform, right? You're just fucking weird, right? That's okay. That's what makes you freaking amazing, you know? Yeah, I'm hearing little boxes on the hillside, little boxes filled with ticky. Like, you don't look like everybody else. You don't do things the way everybody else does it. It's not fitting in the little box. Like, your Pandora's box. Anyway, channeled messages. I'm hearing, she's so high, high above me. She's so lovely. Y'all know that song? Somebody thinks that you're too far out of reach because you're so magical. You can alchemize shit, right? So yeah, be a fucking weirdo. That's your power. That's your superpower. You being that weirdo, quirky person that you are, right? Listen, bitch, if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? And that's another reason why people get mad, right? Or they're spying on you, or they're talking this ish about you, or they just want to come in and start crap with you, right? Because you believe in yourself. That's why nobody believed in them, or that's why they all fall to the background, or all this shit's background noise. You're main character energy because you believed yourself to be the damn main character. Who the hell else was going to believe in you? None of them did. Right? If you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to, right? People treat us the way that we allow them to treat us. These people are bullshit energy, and we're allowing that to cross the boundary. We just allowed bullshit in, you know? You believe in you, and other people start believing in you too. But you've got to be your number one fan. You got to believe in yourself. So not even believe, you know, like the sun is coming up tomorrow, that this is you, this is your path, this is what it is that you're meant here, you know? Whatever that looks like. What else is here? Yo, I'm going off on a tangent. I don't know what's going on. Is somebody excited? Somebody got a lot of built up energy? Someone going out on a trip? Or I feel like I need to get up and dance. I don't know. Like, there's just a lot of this excited, pent up energy. Maybe you're ready to release something, or maybe, you know, that's what this is about. Okay? Maybe that's part of what that passionate new beginning is. It's like people are watching you have this passionate new beginnings here, all this excitement in your life, and things are just so different. You're not this ordinary person anymore. You don't have this ordinary lifestyle, or whatever, something to do with that, you know? Change is good. Embrace that shit. Listen, bitch, change is good. Embrace that shit. That's what you're doing, or that's what you did. You embrace the change. And listen, bitch, your wildest dreams deserve a chance. That's why you embrace the change, right? Embrace change. It's good because your wildest dreams deserve a chance. You dared to dream. You dared to answer the call. You dared to answer the call. Here's another freaking wolf. You badass, spiritual gangster, lone wolf, spiritual, cosmic being that you are. Does somebody listen to rap music? I've already said enough cuss words, I guess I can say. I just heard fuck bitches and make money. Somebody on a hustle? Somebody on the hustle and grind? I don't know what that's about. Somebody's on the hustle, okay. Somebody may just want to come in and have this passionate beginning with you so they can have, they want access to your money, okay? Speaking about that. Listen, bitch, sometimes letting go is the best way to free yourself. Yeah, you freed yourself. Fly free. Fly free, you lone wolf. And listen, bitch, don't take anyone's shit. You are to be respected always. That's right. We talked heavy about that. Those boundaries, telling people no. Some of these people are spying on you, and what they see is that you're demanding respect from people. They can't meet you at the level that you used to be at because you've changed. You're not that person anymore. They can't come at you that way anymore. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank y'all so much for popping in and hanging out with me. If you caught me live, oh my gosh, thank you for being here. Thanks for spending a moment with me. If you're on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Y'all be sure to follow me over here on Instagram. Subscribe to me over on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that little gray notification bell so you know when I post more readings like this one and I get to see you again. I'd like to see you again. Okay. Y'all be sure to leave your zodiacs and where you're at in the world in the comment section down below, so I need to know where to focus the energy the most on. I get those messages for y'all, especially those of you that are sending the most support. Okay. Anything else that you need to know about me, if you're watching on YouTube, will be listed in the description box below. Those of you on Instagram, I do have private services that are open for June. So if y'all want to make a purchase there for any private services, you can go to ladyleospiritual.com. I also have decks available if y'all are interested in checking those out as well. All right, and I will see y'all again soon. Wait, hold on. Let me let's go check payments real quick, wasn't I? Drop off here. I get rambling, y'all. La 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 la. Okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I'm wide open, but now tired. Traveled all day back to the coast. Really, I traveled yesterday. Somewhere I didn't really want to have to go to something like that. It was very unexpected, very emotional day yesterday. But nothing there. All right. North Carolina mountains, but to the coast now. My mom used to live in the North Carolina. Where was she? In the North Carolina mountains. Avery? I can't remember. I think it was called Avery. Check it one more. And Liz. I got Liz already. Okay, so I've got Honey for a mini. All right, I got Jennifer for a career or an extended mini. I got Liz for a mini, and then I have Honey for a mini. Okay. All right, y'all, let me get this post. Asheville's what it is, not Avery. Asheville. You're 45 minutes from Asheville. My mom used to live there. I've been to the Cracker Barrel there. That's where I got my little Dios de las Muertes mugs, was the Cracker Barrel in Asheville, North Carolina. That's so weird, Carla and Joe. I know where that's at. I don't get out much, so I'm excited that I know where that's at. Anyway, y'all, let me get this posted. Oh, Carla Joe, I was going to tell you, you posted a comment. I haven't been able to go to respond on my comments yet, but you posted a comment on one of my videos that I think it was Gemini season. Maybe it was the one before that. I don't know. At the time that you posted the comment, I was not in a good way. Like, heart rich. I could feel my heart. It felt like my heart was being ripped out of my chest. And I saw when you posted that comment, like what time it was, I was like, oh my God. I wonder if she felt me. Anyway. I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Let me get this posted. Let me go check on everybody, make sure everybody's good. They don't need mama. And I will get a new one started, all right? I love you, Starseeds. Keep your head up. Keep shining bright. Keep doing your thing. Love and light.